Hello everybody. A little update on my conditions, more than one. Really lost a lot of time as far as being able to make my usual videos and art. I haven't been able to concentrate, haven't been physically able to do a lot of things for a little while now. I'm not trying to seek pity or scare anybody or concern or anything like that. I don't think the situation has been so bad, and working towards making it better, so hopefully the long-term outlook will be for a return to some normalcy. Maybe I'll be able to get back to making some music and just other general things that are a little more fun than what I'm dealing with. And what I'm dealing with are actually mostly just a few health concerns. I'd rather not get into details. It's not something that very pretty or fun to talk about. But I did want people to get a little bit of a update, a little bit of knowledge, information about what's going on with me, and I hope to be making some videos again. I hope that's going to be within the next 2 or 3 months. I don't know. It's just real trying what I'm going through. Mostly just due to old age and not being as fit and healthy as some people, and I take that responsibility. Should have eaten better and taken better care of myself. But some of it may be genetic or other circumstance related beyond my control too, so I'm not trying to wear it like a cross to bear or whatever that's completely under my control, my fault, and I'm dealing with it best I can. I've got relatively limited resources. I don't make a lot of money or anything, but I do have some medical insurance, and so that's helping cover some of the bills. And I'm following doctor's instructions best I can, so I'm definitely in touch with them, going through procedures and things the best I can to take care of the health problems. And I miss this. I miss being able to talk about things and feeling like talking about things. I just don't feel like doing anything all the time. I'm sleepy and tired all the time. I'm in pain a lot, and it's just a lot of stuff. I said I wasn't going to talk about it here. I'm talking about it. I don't want to particularly bring up because I don't think it's really going to help things, and it might bring about a situation where people are more concerned than they should be, or, you know, some things are beyond our control, and everybody has their own problems to deal with, and so I'm not looking for that kind of a pity or, you know, misery loves company or anything like that. I'm mainly just giving you guys information that there are some things beyond my control right now. I'm dealing with them, but I don't know how much longer it may be before I can actually do anything about it in a positive way that will allow me to get back to making music or making other art, or even just making videos talking about the road, my road trip way back when I was young, or philosophical things, or Aweisms, or science, or whatever. And so it hurts me a lot just not being able to do those. I just feel like, wow, that's something I really enjoyed. I wouldn't get any money for it. It didn't represent any kind of financial gain. All strictly a labor of love and appreciating the love that I was getting back from you guys at YouTube and some of the other places that I've, frequented on the web, participating in those things that I haven't been able to, or felt like participating in. Anyway, this has gone on long enough. Woo-hoo-hoo, boo-hoo-hoo, I'm crying. I'm trying to make you cry. Not really. But everybody should, know that my message, I guess, if I were to give you one out of all this, is do the best you can. Keep yourself physically and emotionally and mentally healthy, spiritually healthy. If you believe in a particular religion, by all means, I don't have anything against the basics of most religions. I believe most of them have good things to offer. And then even if you're not a particular proponent for a particular religion, if you, don't particularly see any gain in that, to be able to reach out to others and get that spiritual comfort from them, to know that there are other people out there that will help you, that do, are concerned about you, do love you, and that I love you, and that, if you do believe in God, God loves you. And if you don't believe in God, that there are those that love you that you may not even know about, and to give that love back too as much as you can. Anyway, you do the best you can, and then you roll the dice, and I mean, that's just life. You can't help it. The chance part, you could be the richest person in the world and die suddenly for no particular reason anybody could figure it out. It'd be an airplane crash. What are you going to do about that? The richest man in the world on an airplane. If that airplane goes down, likely as not he'll die too, just along with all the others. And so you can be but so careful about things. And and if you say, oh, well, I'll just never get on an airplane. Well, then, how are you going to get anywhere? You walk out on the street and a bus run over you, or, be on a train and the train have a wreck, or lightning strike you just walking down the street, or a dog bites you and you get rabies and die, or whatever. This is getting to be a little bit ridiculous, but if you understand what I'm getting at, we all deal with things the best we can, and that's all we're here to do as far as I can tell. To care for each other and try to love each other, try not to take advantage of other people. And sure, sometimes maybe you have to. Maybe that's the only way that you can kind of manage, but that might be a moment, and then you can give back in another moment, or you can do other things to fulfill your, livelihood, meet your needs. Don't try to make your career being a criminal or taking advantage of others. I know that sounds stupid. I'm so stupid. But I guess if you understand what I'm saying is peace, nonviolence, non-criminal. Don't take advantage of each other unless you just can't possibly help it. And even then, seek out help if you can. And be good to one another, love each other. I do believe there's something after this life. I believe there's something during this life. There's all kinds of stuff that's going on that science doesn't explain. And so, if you have a little bit of faith in that, you can take that next step, even though sometimes it doesn't look like it's a very secure step, but you have to. That's just the future coming at you. You've got to walk into it. and sometimes maybe that's our last step, but we don't know what happens after that, and I believe that there is something after that. And if you have a little bit of faith and do the best you can while you're here, you can continue to take those steps one at a time forward into that future, whatever it is, whatever it holds for you. You don't have to carry around a lot of regrets, be sorry about stuff, even when you're sick or you can't do things you normally do. You can still function and then do the best you can. I don't know. I hope that makes some sense. I guess I really don't have any words that haven't already been said about those sorts of things, but I've investigated it somewhat and been near death in different circumstances, and so I kind of have a little bit of a feel for that. And I'm getting older, and I'm starting to face, the reality of all of that, and I'm not looking to go into that long cold night or whatever, but I do believe that when you do go into it, you don't have to carry around a lot of fear, and be concerned and do the best you can, and then you have to kind of just let things happen. And hopefully they will happen for the good, for the best, and everybody will be able to do things for the best of everybody. That's just got to be the right way. No other way makes sense. No other way is sustaining. I think that humans are important. We have an important role to play, and that's going to lead into a future that will continue to have roles for those people and spirits that have that liveliness, that are able to sustain what they're doing without hurting everyone or using everyone or destroying everything. And then who am I to judge that? In destruction there is renewal too, so. But I guess mostly just I believe in peace and love and path of least resistance, except for when you need to go the other way, go the other way. If you need to be a little odd, take a long route home, the path less traveled, then take it, and don't have regrets that you maybe were a little different. It's okay too. But feel like you can come home, feel like you can be a part with everyone else. We are all in it together. And if we work together at it and try not to be too heavy about our trip and our philosophy and our thoughts and emotions and carry around a lot of hatred or anger or anything, we can probably make it all there all right together. And that's what I'm talking about. So, try to get something out here in the next couple of months maybe. Don't promise anything, and I hope it'll be that soon or sooner. But until then, keep the peace. Peace and love. Power to the people. Live long and prosper. Take care.